Hey everybody, how's it going? I want to talk about the parents I feel struggle the most with parental estrangement. And I believe, from my experience, it's those who have the greatest amount of wealth. I've been a part of parental estrangement groups for a while, and a lot of us who are medium to low income and may have been comfortable after a while claiming the corporate ladder and such, and so you were able to give your son or daughter maybe a nicer birthday or take them to a concert or do something extra special or fun for them than what you could afford when they were little. In fact, when our kids were born, we were in the military and we lived on an enlisted soldier income. I think it was $900 a month plus basic allowance for housing. It's called BAH. And so I was just happy to have my children, and I went to thrift stores and things like that, and we bought secondhand furniture, and for Christmas we would go to the dollar store and I'd wrap up individual books and things, and I have videos, of all of that fun stuff. But we couldn't afford a whole lot. But I remember when I got divorced and my income went up because I went from being a mortgage loan processor to an underwriter. So my income went from like 27 a year to maybe 40 something a year. I was able to do more for my kids. For my youngest daughter's graduation present, I was gifted some Taylor Swift tickets, and I was the best mom in the world. And so, things like that. But when they left, it was a tough pill to swallow. But I see parents writing novels when their children part ways. Well, I gave my daughter a pony, and my son had a BMW, and my children had private education, and we went on trips to Italy, and I bought my daughter a house, and my son owns a farm, and I've invested in my children. And I believe certain folks have the mindset that there is going to be some sort of return on their investment. I'm not saying we shouldn't expect a thank you or an appreciation, a hug, etc. But I think the lines get blurred when we believe that our investment is going to give us some sort of access to our children the way we want it to be instead of how it is. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Has that been your experience as well? If you've spent tens of thousands of dollars on your children, and it's been primarily gifts, whether it was for their wedding or a honeymoon, towards a house. That's, I think, a really hard pill to swallow, because I've talked in the past about when my oldest daughter returned and I helped her by being the main signer on a vehicle loan. The vehicle was around $13,900, and she was working 2 jobs and promised she would make all the payments. And so I did. I didn't mind signing for her because she was my daughter and I knew she was responsible. And then when she took off the second time, along with her vehicle in tow, etc., she took off and deferred payments, and I didn't know where she was, and I was ticked off. I felt taken advantage of, to be honest with you. And then worst comes to worst, she dumped it off at the front door of my apartment building where I had been staying, and it was in the process of moving from. The loan balance was around $9,000, and there was $1,300 worth of repairs required to get that vehicle safe for the road and to renew the tags. So anyways, I can say I was out around 10, but I know parents who are out much, much more through Parent Plus loans, student loans, financial aid, um, you know, what they're co-signing for. I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up to see what you all think. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I will be back.